I've never been a journaler. These beautiful yellow flowers and baby's breath. Oh my god, do I seriously just go back to Love Hypothesis after all that?
Maybe I've been going nowhere lately.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is currently Saturday and I literally just finished my previous vlog from last week, which you would have seen. If not, go check it out. Please excuse the state of my hair. I literally just plaited it back a couple hours ago just to get it out of my face. I was just doing a little bit of journaling, as you would have seen. I've never been a journaler, like I mean ever, and I know a lot of people say that, but every time I went to do it I just didn't see the point in it or the purpose of it, especially last year going into lockdown. I bought this journal from Kmart just to do anything. There's no boundaries in it. Sometimes I'll do things like, if you go back to like my school entries, I put some of my marks in there just to see what I'm dealing with in starting the next term and like to compare them to another term. And so far I've put in goals. I did like a little motivation board. Not showing my other page. As you can see, I had like my goal ATAR, some quotes and some photos. Really, I got my goal ATAR. That was just all the hard work I put in. It was just nice to see that I had written that number somewhere and I actually got my goal. Like, another thing I did was this just random doodle page. Do sometimes like what I'm grateful for. Sometimes I would do like a daily entry, like what I did that day, or sometimes I do an overview of how my lockdown is going and how I'm feeling. Another thing I did was I did this like book wall of all the books I want to buy and read. Obviously this is nothing in comparison to my Goodreads list. Like, I have more on here, but like as you can see, some of the ones I was getting, I was doing a style when I bought it and read it. But that was just another little fun thing. I am very happy with how it's progressing. This is the longest I've journaled. I have no pressure on when I need to journal or when I need to enter. It's just whenever I want to. I am starting this vlog off for another weekly vlog. It is the last week of my holidays. I start uni in a week basically, so this weekly vlog will encompass my orientation day. That is on Monday. I don't think I'll be filming much that day. If I do, I'll be talking to you after work because I have orientation till about 12:15 and then I start work at 1 and don't finish till 6 o'clock. So I either speak to you on that day or Tuesday, and then I have 4 days off, which is just really nice. And then yeah, I start uni on the Monday, but that is a Zoom lecture, so it's my first uni class that's online. So that's, I think, a better way to start uni for me, like dip my toes in, not completely go on campus the first day. Very excited to get this new uni work social life balance. Tomorrow I'm working from 5 AM to 2 PM and then I have the Mariners game that night, so obviously I'll be going with Jack and Emily, Hannah. I think I am also going to have dinner with them. I have to clarify details. Yeah, I think there's also a beach plan for Friday. Just think of us like little gather with everyone before everyone goes their separate ways. A lot of our friends have already left, but I think it's just like the ones that are remaining. I'm also going to the shops with Nan on Wednesday. We're gonna go up to Charlestown, which is a big shopping centre, just wander around there. Oh, the last clip you would have seen was the Mariners game. They drew again. The other team literally got a goal at the last minute. Today I had my orientation. I actually really enjoyed it. Met some people, which is good. At least I have some familiar faces when I go to my classes. I found out my lectures are all going to be online. They have no idea when they will be back on campus. It could be years basically by the sounds of it. So yeah, they're all online, but my tutorials and my like pracs are all on campus. So yeah, I still have to go in 4 days a week, but it's only for like one class, so I can just sit in the library for a little bit, which would be really nice. Then got home and I was meant to work today, but I ended up not working. I came home last night and I was so tired and I just couldn't bring myself to work, so I texted some people asking if they could take my shift and no one was available. But it was a runner shift and basically they take online orders down, but I think because it was a Monday it wasn't that busy, so I got away with it because the circumstance when they're not too busy and don't need the people that are on, they'll take the casuals off first so they can give the hours well, they have to give the hours to those who are part-time or full-time, so mine just worked out perfectly. So I came home and I was gonna go for a walk because I didn't think anyone was free to do anything, and then I ruined my own surprise basically. Jackie came over the flowers, and I'll insert a photo of them here. They're beautiful baby's breath, and these, actually I've got them here. I've got two that have broken off and I'm gonna laminate them. These beautiful yellow flowers and baby's breath. I love baby's breath. I think it's the most gorgeous thing in the entire world. So yeah, that made me really happy. So I'm gonna put these two and make them a bookmark for myself, which would be really nice. Irvin gave me those. We went out and had a milkshake and a donut, and then I ended up going to his house for a swim and I fell asleep, and then he dropped me home because we had picked up a sibling, so I drove with him. So it was a really nice day, very lovely day. Finished The Maid yesterday as well, and I loved it. 5-star read. I definitely recommend. Someone called it a cozy crime. I would definitely say it's definitely that. It's a cozy murder mystery novel. That's the best way to describe it, and I think it is. It's 100% the best way to describe it. It is so different, but it's just the protagonist made it different. Like, if she wasn't who she was, it'd probably be a very ordinary and generalized crime story, but because she was part of it, it just made it so good. So highly recommend if you haven't. I know it's a new release, so obviously I don't think many people have read it or heard of it, but definitely recommend. If you're in Australia, it's in Big W for $16, and I love the cover of it. The other cover I don't mind, but I love the cover of mine. It's really clever. Hanger that you would put on your door sort of thing, you know, like a do not disturb sign, but it's in the shape of the hotel. Definitely a recommended read. So yes, that was my 5th book of the year, I believe. 4th, 5th, so I'm a few books behind schedule, so I need to pick up the pace. But I'm going to start You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry because I want to have her books up to date before she releases her next book in May, I believe, or March. One of the two.
That's all I got. What can I say with a million things I can't erase? Million people I can't save. I just sleepwalk, I just sleep talk. Don't wanna wake up.
Good morning everyone, it is currently 10:47 and I have had a very slow start to my morning. I got my period this morning. Don't know if that's too much TMI, but I don't really care. I got woken up about 7 o'clock with some cramps, so yes, it's been a bit of a early morning start, but I chilled out in bed till about 9 o'clock, got up, had some breakfast, and now I wrote a to-do list as you saw, and I'm just gonna get stuff done now. I was just writing in my planner all my quizzes and exams and assignments for uni. Only 2 courses have actually uploaded them, so I'm waiting for everything else to come in. The thing I'm loving about uni is that they give you, like quizzes and exams, they give you a date where it's released and the date it closes. It's just like a 3-day period. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Like, I'm probably gonna do it the first day because that's just me, but I love having that flexibility, you know. So I've just done that. I'm also gonna put in my little tags for each month because I am obviously in need of doing that. I started to read You and Me on Vacation last night. I literally didn't get through the prologue. I don't think I'm in a mood for this type of genre. Not necessarily, I don't want to say romance because I don't think it's that. I just don't think I'm in the mood for an Emily Henry book. So I think I'm gonna go back to the bookshelf and pick something else up. I don't know. I don't think I'm in a reading slump because I really loved my last book. I think I'm in a reading hangover. That's what I'm in. So I have no idea what I want to read next. So I feel like I am vlogging in the same spot the entire vlog, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna try and film different areas and stuff. This week is kind of just a chill out week, getting ready to go back to not back to uni, to start uni, organizing all that and just enjoying these last few days off, and then like, yeah, basically all that. I got most of my to-do list done today. I had a few things that I wanted to get done, but I'm going to the shops with Nan tomorrow, so there was no point me going to the shops again today, so I'm just gonna wait and go with her. I just bought my secondhand textbooks. I'm going to pick them up on Monday and Wednesday. I really need one of them for Wednesday anyway because that's when my tutor is for that class, and I need to have the readings done before then, so that will be very helpful. I've also been very tired. My first day of my period, I'm quite drained like a lot of other people would be, so I'm just like taking it slow, taking my time. I started reading Anxious People by Frederick Backman. Bachman. It's about a robber who took hostage of an apartment, and there's different storylines obviously because it's different people that were taken hostage. However, the current storyline I am on is police officers. So the 2 police officers are a senior one and a junior one. The junior is the son of the senior one. So you're kind of following their storyline right now, which took me a moment to realize. His writing style is a bit different to what I'm used to reading, so we'll see how we go. At this point in time, it's not anything crazy insane, but I think I'm still having a book hangover from The Maid. I really loved that book. We'll see how we go. Let's hope we don't have to put that one back on the shelf and try and find another one. I'm deciding on what book I want to read. I have no idea what mood I'm in. This is a very nice spot. Why have I not filmed a video from this angle? I pulled out The Love Hypothesis because that's what I was feeling like reading about an hour and a half ago. Apparently not anymore. I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want a romance, a mystery, a biography. Couldn't tell you. Colleen Hoover do I want, or do I want a new author? This one, The Bush School, sounds really cool and I think I would really enjoy it. I just have no idea if I want to do this one right now, so I'm going to put that on the short list. I haven't read Sally Rooney yet, and this is Normal People. This could be another one. I might shortlist that, or that could be too cringy right now. I don't think I'm in the mood to read that. I could also read I Give My Year and My Marriage a Year. Let's see, these are my 3 options. Oh, I really don't know. I think I'm going to say Bush School for now. I don't think I'm in necessarily a full literary mood right now. Not literary, that's a bit excessive. Like biography mood. I think I might try Sally Rooney. See how we go. Hopefully I actually stick to it. This is the 3rd book I have picked up this month, and not like I put down 2 books already this month. I just wasn't into it. I just don't know if this is the right book to read. Oh my god, do I seriously just go back to Love Hypothesis after all that? These clips are so long and I'm gonna be so angry. Just want to quickly mention that the following 2 clips have been placed out of order. Basically, when I made the comment of like, I hope I don't, you know, choose another book, I thought it'd be funny to be like, oh yeah, I did end up choosing another book, but later that night. But before I filmed the clip of me trying to choose the book, I had filmed a haul of what I bought when I went out with Nan, but I really wanted to do that little text thing. So that is why I go from being showered in my PJs to being all dressed and ready to go out sort of thing. Just so you guys understand that. Yeah, just thought I'd give that little preface before you get really confused as to why it's night and then day. And I also did it that way because in the clip after this haul I mentioned the tabs that I mentioned in the haul, like the sticky note tabs, so it wouldn't have made sense to do it the other way around because you're being really confused. And I've probably just confused you even more. Hey guys, so it is much later now. It is currently 6:56 and it is Wednesday night now. I went shopping today with Nan, so I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a haul. The first thing I will start off with is books. Are we surprised? No. Basically, I didn't plan to buy a book today. I planned on allowing myself to buy 1 book, but that changed because we went into Big W and The Bush by Peter O'Brien was in there, and that was on my list. And I hadn't seen it in Big W, I'd only seen it at QBD, and obviously it's going to be cheaper at Big W, particularly because it's new release, so it's $16 at Big W. And then we went into Dimmicks because the shopping centre we went to has Dimmicks in it and our shopping centres don't. So I found The Miseducation of Evie Epworth, sorry, and a lot of people have given this good reviews, like 4 or 5 stars, which is pretty strong in my books. So I also got this one, and yeah, it just gave me 2 different types of books. I'm in this weird phase of I don't know what type of book I want to read. Then I bought it's called a milk aerator, but I'm just gonna call it a milk frother because you guys will understand that better. And it's just just hit myself. It's just to froth up my milk for my hot chocolate. The froth part is my favorite part, so I was like, I should get my own so I'm not spending so much money out buying hot chocolates every time I'm out. Fun fact, I don't like not milk, I don't like tea, and I'm also not the biggest fan of coffee. I'll have a mocha, but that's about it. I am still trying to get used to the taste of coffee, but it's not my favorite thing. So hot chocolate's sort of like feeling of being included when people have their coffees. It does in some circumstances wake me up, so I'm getting the best of both worlds, even if it's a psychological world when it comes to feeling more awake with it. Oh, it's the Woolies delivery van that's making that squeaky noise. God, that's bad. Then from Gander I bought these beautiful flowy pants. I'll insert a photo here of me trying them on. I took a photo so that I could show my Nan. I have seen these flowy pants everywhere, and the ones I've seen are either too see-through or they just don't look right on my body shape. So when I saw these ones, they are so good quality. It's mixed linen, 30% linen and 70% viscose. I think that's how you pronounce it. So warm. It's definitely a summer or a winter pant set, which I really like. And I tried it on and I've never been more comfy in my life. Particularly, it's nice to also have this for like period times. Like right now I'm on my period and I wore my long black skirt, which you can't see right now. I'm wearing my long black skirt and I love this skirt because it doesn't feel like I'm wearing clothing on my body. The elastic isn't as tight as like a denim short sort of thing. So I'm very happy with these, very glad I purchased this. I'm trying to make more beneficial purchases, you could say, and this is something definitely that is good quality and will last me, and it's gonna be essential to my wardrobe. Now the last few things I've got to do with uni. Most of my uni stuff has been recycled from my high school stationery, so like my pencil case, like writing utensils, because obviously at uni you're not writing as much, you're more using your laptop. But you know me, I like my highlighters and my pens and all that, so if I go to the library I might want that, or the tutor might want us to write stuff down. So I have all that set up. If you want to see like a, I don't know, like a what's in my uni bag video, let me know. I'm happy to film it. I just don't want to film it if no one wants to watch it sort of thing, but if you guys do, please let me know in the comments below. So I just got a 38mm 2-ring binder. I got one of these and I'm going to split it up basically, which goes along with my next purchase. I've bought these little tab things. You can see those little tabs. I've also got these ones as well. I just got 2 different types because I didn't know what I would like. This is from Daiso, if you were wondering. It's a Japanese stationery store that's really cheap. It's not just stationery, I should say. It's more like a Red Dollar store but better quality. And I've always bought some stationery from there because it's just so good. So I'm going to use these tabs to separate my lecture notes for each week, like all my work for each week. So like let's just say I needed for history week 6, I can just quickly switch to the page. And I'm also going to divide them by subjects obviously, or classes I should say, but I have dividers already, so I only need to buy a folder and those tabs, which is really good. Then the last thing I bought is just this little really small notebook. I didn't want anything too big. I don't think I'll use it, but I just wanted to bring one to have with me, just in case I do need to have a notebook on me or I decide that I want to write something down. And it just folds so perfectly. Great. And it's purple, so that's why I picked it up basically, and that is also from Daiso. Okay, so I basically did my folder up. I'll just give you like a little bit of a synopsis of my folder, just a quick rundown. That's what it looks like. It's got, oh, stupid way to film. I have written the course number and then just like a little like a summarized version of that course subject thing, so I know what it is, because obviously I'm not familiar with all the numbers yet. And then I've put in 3 plastic sleeves, and then I've put in my notes, and then obviously I will take in these tabs that I showed you once, or start using those once I have lecture notes starting to come in. And then on the last part I have just added, as you can see, a little folder thing, and I've got extra sleeves, extra paper, and obviously that notebook I showed you. Basically my way I'm going to be taking notes for the first few weeks, if this, or you know, the rest of uni if this works, is I'm going to write them on my laptop, and then I'm going to either print them out and do it that way, or I'm going to rewrite them, because I think also palm cards might be really helpful for me, or they are really helpful, but I'll see how beneficial they are for these classes. Like my history class, for example, is all quizzes basically, so obviously I can just look at my lecture notes for those that correspond with the quiz, and then I have one exam which is online obviously, so I'll have my summarized notes in front of me, and then I have an essay too. So most of the time, as long as I have my summarized notes on me in some form, I'll be okay. But I think part of memorizing and understanding the content is writing them out again, and even if you write them out for a 3rd time on palm cards, just like little bits of information that you really need to know, that's probably the best way to do it. That's what I found in high school, so I'm just going to keep that system because it works best for me. On another note, I didn't try hot chocolate tonight because I don't have batteries, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. My plans for tomorrow are to get up, have a walk, clean the bathroom and my bedroom. I do that every week, usually on a Wednesday or a Thursday. And then I am also, so I need to get batteries after my walk. And then Jack's gonna come over after his orientation just to chill out in the afternoon. I haven't seen him in like 2 days, which obviously is not a massive gap, but not like a long distance of time, but I do really enjoy spending time with him. So I just finished a walk, so excuse my hat hair, like it's great. I'm very sweaty. I walked for about 56 minutes and I walked 5Ks. It's currently 11:30. This morning I got up, I did my cleaning routine that I do every week, and then I had breakfast. Then I went on my walk now. I'm going to duck into Kmart because I got a milk frother yesterday, so obviously I want to try a hot chocolate, not at this current moment. I need to get batteries, and then I also need to get a reusable cup. I currently have one, but I got it from the $2 store last year sometime. It doesn't have a lid on it, so I'm terrified that I'm going to spill it if I do want to use a reusable cup. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go home, cool down. Jack's coming over this afternoon, so I'm not going to go in the pool yet. There's no point me going in twice. It's a bit of an effort when you're in your period. Turn the aircon on now because I'm about to die. That's for sure. I was also listening to Crime Junkie. I have never ever listened to it. I've heard of it, but it's so interesting. Like, I listened to one most of the walk about 2 girls who have disappeared, and there has been no further answers to their disappearance, and that was like a couple years ago now. And now I'm currently listening to one where a sex trafficker was found dead with 2 bullets to the head, and he was in the fire, and one of the girls, the main suspect, or has admitted to being the one that shot him and set his house on fire with him in it, was one of those girls that he was using. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's just sad how disgusting the world can be and how human beings treat each other sometimes. It's just gross, and they're just young kids. A bit of a rant, but yeah, I'm gonna go now because it is hot. Just got out of the shops. We got the goods. We got some batteries and some trolley lollies and some chocolate on sale, so I just bought that. Yeah, and then I found a reusable keep cup that that was just the same name for the same thing. Reusable cup. I was gonna get one from Kmart, but it was really small and I just didn't really like it, so I was like, alright, I gotta go into Coles, because Coles was closer on the way out. So I was like, oh, I'll just leave it. If not, I'll go back. And I love it. Love the colour, sage colour, just tall. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go home now, listen to the rest of my crime podcast, and yeah. So I am home now, and I'm just made myself some lunch. I've just got a bread roll with some blina and cheese, and then I also used my new milk frother, and I'm pretty chuffed with how it turned out. Obviously it's not like freaking, you know, cafe level, but I got, you know, and like for someone who doesn't have like a hot chocolate machine or whatever people use to make it properly, pretty chuffed. So yes, for me, I'm gonna try some now. Froth is definitely just everything. Hot chocolate needs froth, in my opinion. It's really good. It might even need more chocolate powder, actually. Yeah, I'll have to put in more chocolate powder next time. But other than that, it is so good. I'm going to have my lunch, probably read a little bit more of The Love Hypothesis. I didn't mind that last night when I was reading it, so I'm gonna do that, or just go on my laptop, maybe edit, just depends. I'm just chilling out until Jack comes, which probably won't be till later in the afternoon, quite later in the afternoon, so I got heaps of time. And yeah, the trolley lollies are for him. I didn't get him anything for Valentine's Day because I didn't realize we were doing anything. Felt a little bit bad, so I bought them. So those are for him. So it is now almost 9 o'clock, and I didn't actually realize how much footage I had until I started editing this vlog. I've completely edited this vlog up to the point you're watching now. It's at 23 minutes, so I think that's a decent length. So I'm gonna end this vlog here, which could be quite beneficial because then I can even pre-film a video in between starting next week's vlog. So I can do like a book video and give that as a little break, or if there's nothing really to vlog fun wise, I can add that in instead of a weekly vlog. Next week I definitely want to film. I want to film my first week of uni. I think it'll be really interesting to see how that is like and how I cope with that, and obviously it's just for the memories, so we shall see how we go. I just want to come on here and thank you guys for getting this far. If you have, I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm really seeing a change in how I'm filming. Like, even editing, I'm not having to cut out as much, or if I cut out, my sentences are flowing between the gaps a little bit quicker. So I'm just really happy with how far I've come filming wise. I really hope you guys are happy with the content I'm producing, because yeah, it can only go up from here. You can hear thunder in the background. It is storming like crazy outside, so that's gonna be fun. Fingers crossed it's not storming tomorrow because I'm meant to go to the beach. It's meant to be a nice day, so we'll see what Satan has in store for us tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you want to see any uni videos, because I am more than happy to film them. At the end of the day, it's just whether or not you guys want to watch them, because they are quite niche videos. So yeah, I will see you all in my next video, which should be out next week. Goodbye.